today with my weekly video for a cherry on top. This month I'm going to be playing with the super cute P13 Around the Table collection for my 4 videos and then a blog post. I didn't buy all of the P13 collection. I went with the 6x6 paper pad, these gorgeous tags. There's 2 sets of decorative tags, the stickers, and then 2 sheets of this paper that are made to be fussy cut. That's right. The purpose of this 12 by 12 sheet of paper is to fussy cut it. How awesome is that? So I'm going to rough cut a couple of these die cuts. I actually end up not using all the ones that I fussy cut, but I'm going to use quite a few of them. And I'm super excited. I love this. I love that I can sit and fussy cut all these die cuts, and I can cut them nice and close so they don't have really big white borders. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a couple of these. I'm going to rough cut them, and then I'm going to pick out a couple of tags, and I'm going to back a cut file. The cut file is a little baker's mitt from Cut to You. Now I do end up covering up quite like almost all of the baker's mitt, not intentionally, just as I've created my page and I was working on an 8.5 by 11 canvas. That's just how the cookie crumbles. To save myself a bit of time, I'm not going to back each and every one of these little mitts. I'm just going to back a few, I'm not going to back them each in their own pattern. I'm going to take a couple of the diamonds and back them kind of in chunks. So at the end of the day, the baker's mitt is multiple colors, but it helped me to save some time to take 2 or 3 of those shapes and back them in the same pattern. I think that this baker's mitt turns out so stinking cute. Look how adorable it is. I'm taking the scraps of paper, so I used 6x6 papers, backed my cutting mat, and then I kept the scraps from that and used it to back my photos. These photos are a little bit smaller than 3x4, so I kind of printed them at 3x4 at home. These are pictures I printed at home, but they had a white border. And we're gonna do some stamping. So my fellow design team member, Natalie, she is doing a lovely blog series up on the Cherry on Top blog every month, where she's going to take a tool or a supply and use them in new and different ways, or show you how to use them, how to dig them out of your stash. To go along with her blog series, I am playing along with it. So I'm using this small house stamp set from Altenew. I'm going to create a border with the layered houses across the bottom of my page. I'm also hosting a challenge in the Cherry on Top forum where you can win a $5 gift certificate to the shop just by pulling out some of your small stamps from your stash and using your small stamps to create a project. These stamps are the Mini Delight stamps from Altenew. They're just this really cute, fun little stamp set that you get every month. They have them as a monthly subscription, really inexpensive, and I've really been enjoying my little subscription to that. So I have this border of houses across the bottom of my page, and I'm going to add this lovely black washi tape. This is from Heidi Swap. I just chose one that said hello, nothing special, and I put it across the top and the bottom just to allow my page to have a nice stopping and starting point, and also because it was a little bit hard to get the houses really even across the bottom of my page. So adding the washi kind of covered up the fact that they're maybe not completely centered onto the bottom of the page, and they kind of go up and down a little bit. So I'm going to take my baker's mitt now, and I'm going to take these tags that I've chosen from the tag pack. So the long skinny one is from one tag pack, and then the other small ones are from another decorative tag pack. And I want to hang all these tags and my baker's mitt from the top of my page all together in a little cluster. So I have some black and white twine here. I'm going to just stick down each of these elements. I'm going to thread some black twine through the top of the tags and then through the little hook on the baker's mitt. And then I'm going to use some Nouveau Deluxe adhesive to adhere the twine both to the front of the page, and then I'm also going to turn it over and adhere a little bit of the tail to the back of the page. That helps to keep little strings from being kind of popping up at the top of your page. Some people might like it. It's not my jam. I want a nice crisp top and bottom to my page. So I went ahead and hung all of those tags exactly the way that they were. And now I placed down my photos, and here's where I'm like, oh, I'm going to end up covering up most of this baker's mitt. But that's okay. I don't mind it. I love the way it kind of peeks out. You can still tell what it is. You can still tell, you still get the idea of what it is. I'm now going to add these cute little clusters up here. I have 2 die cuts, and then I've die cut a couple extra houses to add as embellishments through the page. These photos are of my youngest son. We made creme brulee from scratch, and we let him use the torch to burn the sugar on the top. And it was fun. He enjoyed doing that. Boys burning sugar on top of creme brulee seems like such a boy thing to do, right? All right, so I have these little clusters. Now I'm going to go ahead and get them adhered to my page, and that's pretty much going to be the end of this layout. Really super simple and fast. I am using some foam tape to pop up the houses that are in the middle, but that's pretty much it. I love how this turned out. I love those hanging elements from the top of the page, and I love the way I used this small stamp set to give it a lovely impact to my photos. Please make sure to head over to the Cherry on Top member forum. You can play along with my challenge and show us what you can do with your little small stamp sets in your stash and add them to a scrapbook page. I'm just adding the foam tape here and getting the last little clusters onto this layout, and we're going to call this one done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Check out this adorable P13 around the table collection at a Cherry on Top. I'm going to be creating with it all month long, and I have lots of fun projects to share. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.